Hey, Zane Griggs here with zanegriggs.com. Have you ever tried a low carb diet but then just weren't sure what you were supposed to eat instead of the carbs? I know we've been told for a long time to avoid eating fat, and that can sometimes still stick with us, stick in our brain like, am I supposed to eat that? You feel uncomfortable about eating, more fat to replace those carbs. But that's exactly what you want to do. Fat will not impede the flow of your own body fat to be released for fuel. Carbs will. So if you're, for instance, using an app to count your carbs, if you're keeping track of your carbs, you want to keep your carbs pretty low. You want at least under 80, maybe under 50 grams a day if you're really trying to aggressively lose weight. And depending on how many calories you're eating, that might look like 5 or 10% of your total calories coming from carbohydrate. Okay, that means that protein is probably going to be in the 20 to 30% range, give or take, of your total calories, leaving about anywhere from 50 to almost 70%, depending on what your other ratios are. Okay, 50 to 70% of your calories coming from fat. So that means you're going to have to eat quite a bit of fat, a lot more than you were used to in the other diet, whatever you're doing before. Especially if you're doing a low-fat diet. Okay, that's quite an increase in it. It's a big change of habit. So how do you start increasing your fat intake? Well, first of all, don't avoid fattier meats. If you have an issue with pork, fine, but it's not the fat in the pork or the fat in beef. That's not gonna hurt you. Okay, as long as you're not eating it with a big bowl of potatoes or pasta, and you're eating that fat with some veggies, very fibrous veggies, you're good. Okay, butter is a great thing to start using. Okay, you can cook with it, put it on your veggies, cook your eggs with it if you want. Put it in your coffee for a bulletproof version of coffee. And fish, great thing to put on fish. So add fat, like we use coconut oil. Let me show you this one. We get this big jug at Costco. We cook our eggs in it, asparagus, Brussels sprouts. So it's great with veggies. Medium chain triglyceride, great for the brain, quick energy. If you start adding nuts in your diet, whether for snacks, throw them in your salads. Lots of olive oil. We actually use pumpkin seeds as well. So if you see something like this is our organic raw pumpkin seed. You can throw it in your salad or just eat them by the handful for a snack. Each quarter cup, which is not much, but a quarter cup, 16 grams of fat, 10 grams of protein, so a pretty decent amount of protein considering it's a seed, and like 4 grams of carbs, 2 of which are fiber, so only 2 of those are going to affect blood sugar. That's not much. 2 grams is nothing. So compared to the fat that you're getting, this is a great supplemental fat source. Another great one, heavy whipping cream. You can use that in your coffee instead of half and half or milk, or if you don't want to do the butter, use whole cream, okay, and cheese. As long as you're not, you don't have an issue with dairy. But heavy whipping cream can also be whipped up into like a nice heavy, like whipped cream, and serve it with some berries as a great dessert. So those are all things you can do to start adding fat to your diet, but don't be afraid of the fat. You're cutting the carbs back. You're going to have to replace those calories with something, and you can't start eating 60% or 70% of your calories from protein. One, you're going to be very uncomfortable trying to digest that, and if you don't, or you're really under eating. So the other option is that you're pretty much not eating enough calories, which will make you very hungry and possibly hangry and endanger the life of someone you love. So we don't want that. So you have to eat enough calories to supply your needs, but still allow the flow of body fat to be used for energy. We do that by keeping the carbs low, and you increase the fat because that is a great source of fuel and very satiating. It gives us a very satiating feeling, increases a hormone that makes you feel satisfied after eating, as opposed to carbs, which increase insulin and other hunger-generating hormones, so you end up being much more hungry a couple hours after eating the carbs. So increase the fat, decrease the carbs. You're looking at anywhere from 50 to 70% of your calories to come from fat. So embrace the fat. Enjoy it. Have any questions, please comment below. If you're looking for a great low-carb diet that does help you increase the fat with lots of great dietary suggestions, check out my free download. It's a free low-carb healthy diet. It's not under eating, so you get plenty of calories, but you're still going to be able to lose the weight because you're opening that flow of body fat, okay, to be used for fuel. So check it out on my website, zanegreeks.com. I actually have it available on my Facebook page as well, zanegreeks.com. Talk to you later.